I'm American Pianists Awards finalist Mackenzie Melemed. You know what's really hilarious was the first time in about 5-6 months, I was practicing Rachmaninoff Rhapsody on a theme of Paganini, which was one of the major pieces that I submitted for this audition for American Pianists. And so I was just sitting, like, kind of fooling around with it, and then immediately I put it away to work on some things that I have upcoming, and whatnot. And then my iPad was buzzing because I use music on my iPad. And then it said, "Baby Joel Harrison." So I thought, well, this could only be a good sign because really they don't call you unless it's good news. So it just happened to be very funny that I was playing, the piece that I was preparing to send for this audition, and for the first time in months. So I was sitting at the piano. So my grandfather bought me a very small 2-octave keyboard from a yard sale for $1 when I was 3. And I had been performing, I had been practicing on it for every day or so. And my parents finally decided to sign me up for lessons to give me an extracurricular. This is, of course, when I'm just 4 years old. So my grandmother, who passed away just very soon after I was born, she was the one who had the kind of musical background. She was an amateur violinist, but she actually, her orchestra was chosen to do a rehearsal or something with Leonard Bernstein in Tanglewood, because I'm from Massachusetts. So she was chosen, I guess, from this amateur orchestra group to go there and have maybe a master class or something with him. So that was kind of her rise to fame, and we still have her very old, violin at our home. And I think that the talent came from her, as the rest of my family is totally unmusical in every way. I met Drew when he entered the master's program, so I've known him for the past 5 years. He did his master's and AD, both with Robert McDonald, who's my main teacher at Juilliard, at least for the next couple of months. And so we've been friends, and I accompanied him for Prokofiev 2 around the time that he was competing in APA. So he did a run through of his modern program and some other things. It might have been a little after APA because he was recording the Steinway CD and everything. And so he said, do you know Prokofiev 2? And I said, yes, but I know the accompaniment part. So it was perfect. So we played it together. I tried to listen to, actually what I do is I listen to like non-piano music. I listen to a lot of orchestral music and violin stuff. Outside of classical, sometimes when I'm with people, I'll just listen to the radio and see what's on. I like Billie Eilish. I like a couple of, kind of indie, people who really have a really good personality. Today, I look at like the Spotify playlist of what's popular, and I just can't stand the music, and I just can't understand why they're on the list, because I just have been tuned out for so long. But typically I'll listen to like 80s or like 2000s, early 2010s. And then if there's a good artist who's out nowadays, I'll listen to them. I'm trying to discover more and more classical music, because actually I never really listened to much of it when I was younger. I kind of was almost, would be like embarrassed to listen to it, of a public school, and everyone was like, oh, you play piano, blah blah blah, and I was kind of trying to keep that at home and have this other type of different personality at school. But now I'm sort of catching up and discovering some of this music, and I also enjoy discovering a lot of music that isn't played so often. And now this weekend I'm also playing 45 minutes of new music that I never would have known before as well. So I'm kind of getting my wish.